What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about KTA, Keeta today. Before we get into the video and do the standard analysis and stuff, I want to look at the Keeta page here on x.com. Hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get into it, you guys. There's all these interesting things that are going on with the roadmap, right? None of these are chronological; they just come out whenever. But this is a little bit of a outline of the future that they're looking to explore and to provide for us as Keeta investors, right? Keeta card, decentralized exchange, Keeta Pay, all these cool things. I think these are the more up and coming what they're working on now, and then these are things that they will update as they go. Again, not chronologically in order, but pretty cool stuff, you guys. And I think it's important to remember the roadmap. It's important to know the path ahead that we're looking for, because Keeta here is at such an opportunistic moment to buy, right? It's possible we go a little bit lower. It is possible, and we'll talk about the price here in a second. But again, I want to read some more of this stuff here. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, you got a listing on Indodax. That's cool. This one I think is interesting. Let's see. Yeah, KUSD. So we've got our own stablecoin, a KYC compliant stablecoin designed for institutions and TradFi customers. That's awesome. And then, of course, back on the 23rd of September, the mainnet began. What a perfect time for that mainnet to come online, too. You know, the 23rd, typically, whenever you get bullish news like that, a mainnet is being launched or something like that. Let's just see. The 23rd was right here. Typically, you do get sell the news energy because people buy in expectation of this, and then they sell because maybe there's bugs on the mainnet, maybe it's not as big of a deal as they thought it was, or maybe they just planned on buying to sell the news anyways. So we are selling off a little bit, but again, looking at where we are in the grand aspect of this chart, Keeta is right at its lows from back in June. Okay, we found a double bottom. We had a nice reaction, proper reaction, and everything, but we're just giving it back. That doesn't mean that we have to go below this low. We'll look at some of the indicators and see if we can decipher what all this means in a second. But we could find support here. We could find support a little bit lower, and no matter what we do, even if we drop all the way down to 22 cents, I think that we're in good shape, which is crazy, right? We're at 44 cents now. I don't think anybody wants to see us drop to 22 cents. I don't think that we will. I don't think we will. I'm just saying, even if we drop down there, we still have causality to find support and then move up from there. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Keeta did see new all-time highs either after finding support here, or even if we went all the way down here, I'd still believe that we find new all-time highs. But I don't think that we're going to go down there. Again, let's get that out in the air. Okay, I know that I'm talking about this price action, but I don't think that we go down there. Really, we're at much more of an area to find support right here. And if we go lower, this area right here could be an area that we could, an area of significance that we could reference. If we're looking at this here from a relative low to a relative high, come on now. Right. Oh, we're so close. Right. Oh, dude, what is with this? Do you guys see it? It just keeps. Is it doing it on purpose? I swear. Hitting the 1618, getting below there at the 1886 200. The 2272 would be the lowest I think we go to. So yeah, that's 34.8 cents. Again, if we go lower, that's fine. But let's look at the short-term stuff. See if we even are going that low. Okay, let's look at the 1 hour time frame, and then we'll zoom out from there. Some big things are coming for Keeta, and that's why we started off talking about the roadmap here. Where is it? The roadmap. I think there's some interesting things going on here, and we're in the right cycle for these things to get developed. I think the mainnet coming online at the end of September, there's perfect timing. Literally, I think it's going to propel Keeta to extraordinary heights. Current market cap's 100. It's below 200 million. It's a very cheap price right now to get into Keeta. Also, I actually bought Keeta. I meant to mention that earlier. I did buy some Keeta and that's probably why it's dropping today. It's the C-Zar special. I bought some at, I want to say, it was like up in these areas. Yeah, probably somewhere up in these areas here. And this hour, we're actually seeing a little bit of a drop, down 6%. Looking at the 1 hour RSI, I might have to buy more. I probably will buy more. And if I do, I'll post it on x.com. The RSI is bearish, but you do have bullish divergence. Yes, you do. You've got some bullish divergence going on. Stochastics are bearish as well. And then the MACD is bearish as well. But overall, you've got this nice trend, don't you, with these higher lows coming in. I would think you're getting shaped up to break out, right? It's almost as if the MACD itself, if we take away the histogram, let's just get rid of the, can we do it? Let's see. Maybe if I just make it transparent, just real quick. And then we take this away. I just wish there was a way to uncheck these. I think there is in the updated trading view, but because this is deck screener, the histogram, without that, it looks like you've got this giant ascending triangle, doesn't it? In the oscillators, you can see it here with the flat top there and the higher lows here. It looks like you've got this giant ascending triangle, and you're going to break out going higher. I think that the MACD on the 1 hour, normally I don't focus on the 1 hour too much, but this one looks like it's priming for something fierce over the coming days, probably, right? Because it's the 1 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame here. Man, I need to buy some Keeta. All I'm thinking right now, I'm getting distracted because I'm like, man, by the time I make this video, the price is going to move up. The stochastics here do have bullish divergence going on. Or I guess, no, they don't. No. Maybe. I would call it bullish divergence. Yeah. Yeah, it is. From here, it is bullish divergence. Yeah. The MACD also has bullish divergence, and the RSI on the 4 hour time frame is very bearish, actually. It would suggest that we have lower to go. So if we do go lower, where might we go? Where might we find ourselves if we do go lower? Lower here to a high here. 38 cents, 33 cents, somewhere in that range. I think that's where we would find support. It's very possible that we do go down there, but don't hold your breath over it. We are moving down without volume, right? As we're moving down, volume's decaying and it's completely absent right here. I really wouldn't be surprised. Man, I keep going back and forth. I know that we were just talking about the price going lower because that's what the RSI says. But let me just be clear. I wouldn't be surprised if we found support right here. I really wouldn't be. Like, I'm chomping at the bit. My mind is all scattered right now because I'm genuinely like wanting to buy right now at these levels. I think that we're at extraordinary opportunities right now. This thing's going to see some fantastic growth in a very short amount of time. I'm expecting that over the coming days, probably going into the end of next week and the end of this month as well, you should be moving up to new all-time highs. But over the coming days, I would think that we're going to see a 77-cent price, $1.20 price. You know, we're going to be moving up to those areas and even beyond as the days come on. Because again, where we are right here, if we do find support here, it's a nice double bottom kind of opportunity. You have the V-shaped bottom there. You could have another V-shaped recovery here maybe, or a U-shaped recovery. But whenever it's confirmed, whenever it's more validated that this is a low point, that you're getting a relative double bottom within a greater overall double bottom or triple bottom, however you want to look at it, I think that we're going to see this move snap back at a very fast pace, like this pace back here or faster. Keeta's only more known about now. The fundamentals here are only stronger. They're stronger now than they were back here. And look at how much we did in a very short amount of time there. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we're on our way to new all-time highs, you guys. I know that we're down here, and again, the possibility of going lower is there. The lowest I'd give us is about 35 cents. I don't think that we go below there, but even if we do, we're still fine. We look at the daily time frame. The daily RSI is worse for wear. We do have lower highs here, lower lows here. I mean, the one thing I can say you have going for you is you didn't go all the way down here. You're kind of like tapering off with your low ends here. It's like you should be bearish, but why aren't you doing anything bearish? You know what I mean? I suppose you are. I suppose you are doing some bearish stuff here, but just why aren't you getting those bearish readings? Like those oversold readings. Stochastics look like they want to move down as well, but the MACD here, the MACD on the daily, this is what gives me the feeling that we're at a low point as well. It's because we're at such a low point in the oscillators. We do have bullish divergence building on the MACD. I think it's like triple bullish divergence at this point. It's crazy. Lower lows on the oscillators. I can't imagine that we go too much lower. And I think really what we're about to see a cross here, maybe today, maybe tomorrow or the next day, maybe sometime next week, because it is the weekend over the next couple of days. But soon enough, I would expect that we do hit a low point and then move higher. And if we have to go a little bit lower first, that's fine. That's fine. Again, basing it off of this fib here from a low to a high, which I think this fib is probably going to be well respected. You already are respecting it pretty well. Would be 38 cents to 35 cents. And that is right there at the base area right there. And as soon as you break this, that'll capitulate some people. It'll shake out the weak hands, right? Imagine that from here, we see the price go down. People are like, oh no, we took out that low. Oh no, we took out that low. But we're just right at a perfect area to find support. As soon as we take that out, we'll probably come back up. So regardless of what happens over the coming days, even if we do drop at this pace for the next 2 days in a row, down here it's a perfect area to buy. And then we're probably going to rip and run here in no time at all. I'm probably going to wait and see what happens, okay? I am wanting to buy more KTA, but I'm going to wait and see what happens. From a high to a low point here, we're basically right at this 100 level still. If we can get back above about 57 cents, I would buy back in. I'd probably buy more, right? if we do take out this low, I might wait until we're at about 35 cents, 37 cents, somewhere in that area, which it's not that big of a difference. But from here, I mean, it's like, it's like a 20% difference. It might be worth waiting for. So I'm just going to sit and chill, wait and see. But again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I guess what I'm saying here is I do expect the price to move down a little bit, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised at all if this was a low point right here. I feel like I might be kicking myself in the butt tomorrow or the next day whenever the price moves up. We'll see. I'm just not getting any clear indications on the 4 hour or the 1 hour that we're done moving down yet. So with that, I kind of concede to the downside. The only thing here is that there's no volume. There's no volume yet. We'll see, but no volume. So if there's no volume and we're moving down like this, I would think that that's actually a point in the favor of bouncing. Even with that, I still believe that we have lower to go. We'll see. I would happily buy at 57 cents. I'd happily buy up there knowing that we're going higher, that this rebound is real, than buying here wondering if I'm going to get a 20% drop or not. I'd rather buy into strength than buy into weakness. So I've got nothing else, guys. Oh, actually, let's talk about this real quick. I do have something else. Let's assume that this is the low. Let's assume that we don't go below this low, okay? Because if we do, you see that 1272, how it's at $2.46. It says 246 right there. If I pull this down, it only goes higher. So if we have a lower low, these projections will only grow, okay? The expectation here would be that Keeta, KTA, at a minimum, and probably by the end of the month of October, if not certainly sometime in November, we should see something on the lines of a 5x to a 8.7x move, something between $2.46 and $4, something in that range there by the end of October into November. Going into the end of the year, we're looking for a $5.80, $6.80 target, perhaps even going all the way up to $10 by the end of the year. And then going into the end of the cycle, we're looking for targets that are, well, robust, very robust, something that's, $16 and beyond. KTA could see, and I know it sounds crazy, but it could see a $100 price. That's a 200x from here. That would give you about a $40 to $50 billion market cap, and it's very attainable at those levels. If not there, then maybe $65, but something I do expect KTA to see a 100x or more from its current price. I really, really do. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I think once base chain cryptos start to really pop off, that's when we'll see KTA shine, and that day is right around the corner, man. We're going to see that happen here over the coming months. So I got nothing else for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, please, and thank you. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Pay attention to my X account because I don't know, man. I'm going back and forth between buying and not buying. I'm thinking even if it drops 20%, it's going to come back up as soon as it drops. So it's like, whatever. I just hate sitting through that big of a drop, but I'm willing, man, because I think the risk to reward is there, right? Like, we risk this much to get this much, you know what I mean, and beyond. I think this thing's got a lot of potential, especially in the short term. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button. Bye bye.